Good, wonderful morning, and welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's I, Boss. In today's video, we're going to do some firewood cutting. We're actually going to test out the 455 Rancher. Words, they're not my friend. And we're also going to throw a new chain on the 545 and test that out, see if it's cutting straight. And in the process, hopefully I can get a pickup load of firewood. But we're starting a little bit different today. We're at my house, so I need to do a little project, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to throw on the front of this video. I'm gonna make an extension cord for a cigarette lighter adapter that you probably got in your car or truck or whatever. So I found this little cord, and all I'm gonna do is cut it and make it longer. And I don't know that we need two cords on it, so we might do away with one of these. And the reason for all this is I bought a little Oregon grinder, like a Dremel tool for sharpening my saws, and I've been caught out in the woods when I'm not quite done cutting. I've done some hand filing, which kills my hands because they've got some arthritis in them now, because I'm an old fart. So I thought, maybe I'll pick one of these up and then we'll be in good shape. So without any more jibber jabbering, let's get into it and make this up real quick. It should only take 5 minutes. Of course, I can edit it down too. All right, bring you over to the tailgate, because that's where we do all of our important work. Right. In the oil field, we used to call them tailgate safety meetings. Okay, so here I have my tools laid out and the parts I'm going to need. So I have some strippers, crimpers, carpenter's knife, razor blade knife, and another pair of strippers. We have a terminal set, and we have some heat shrink. So I may have to, when we get all done, I'll do the heat shrink portion. I have this big old spool of wire. It's pretty heavy gauge. I've been using it to wire up my trailers, and it's a big roll. I paid $10 for it, $9.99 at a junk shop. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get my length that I want. So let's work on that. So I'm just spooling it out. I tied it off to the steering wheel with about a 3-foot excess inside. And I want this to be a little bit long, but not unmanageable, where it's a pain in the butt to get out and put away and, all that fun stuff. So we'll add a couple of extra feet to it. That should be plenty. These crimpers have a cutter on them.
Message.
And apparently I have a message. There's my one end of the wire. And that spool is a little greasy. So I think we're going to do away with one end here. So I'm going to split it so they can't possibly ever make contact with each other. and just cut that in the middle. Go. There we go. Get my wire. It isn't greasy, thankfully. Razor blade knife. And I'm not pushing very hard with the knife. I just want to cut the insulation off it. Man, that grease from the handling the spool is playing havoc with my fingers. I don't know why I have two pairs of strippers out here. Probably because that one won't unlock. We'll use this one. There we go. Cut the excess off. We'll cut that. It's just some string they put in there as a insulation. Now, to keep us from getting confused, this company has graciously given us a black wire with a white stripe. That'll be our hot or our red wire. Lovely. And get it to strip. You want about a 1/2 inch. And this keeps mine to fall on the floor, so a little knot there to keep that from happening. There we got all the different crimps in there. And let's pick out our heat shrink while we're at it. Probably this very large size. Slide that over. This has adhesive in it, so not only does it shrink, but it's pretty waterproof. So this is going to work out fine. Strips are in my wires just a little bit long. Shorten that up. You need about, I don't know, 3/8 of an inch for my American friends. Don't ask me in millimeters. There we go. Whoops. Man, maybe too much coffee this morning, a little shaky. After your crimp, give it a pull, make sure it isn't going to pull off. This is a little long. To grab it with my crimpers. Give that a good crimp. Give it a little tug, make sure it's on there well, and you should be good. And again, I like it in my crimper. Come on, get in there, you little bugger. Sometimes it helps if you rotate them just a little bit, which we did there. Give that a good hard crimp. Feels good. Again, the wire's just a little bit long. I'd rather have too much than not enough. A little tug. Everything looks good. Oh, look at that. I picked the wrong size. We should have went a little bit larger on our heat shrink. Oh, that's a bother. Yeah, it's not gonna quite fit in there. All is not lost. All is not lost. I mean, really, if you weren't going to run it in the rain or anything, that would be fine. I'll just slide this one off the wire. And we'll put a large one on because it should work. If it doesn't, we'll just use some electrical tape. Of course, you're going to have tangles. There we go. All right, so next thing you see, I'll be out here with the heat gun and we'll be heat shrinking that. Okay, so that's how we heat shrink. So next when we pick it up, we'll be out in the firewood permission, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other end. You guys don't need to see that. We'll be in the firewood permission. We'll be doing some bucking. Stay tuned. All right, guys and gals, so I said that I had new chains for the 545, and if you can see here on the package, very last entry says 545 Mark II, which is my saw. It's the wrong chain. So we'll just be testing out the 455 Rancher today, see how we did with that repair. So I got a log laid out, it's marked, wearing all my wonderful safety equipment. Well, let's get into it. Let's see if this old girl will start up. Might not be warm yet. Give it the benefit of the doubt. Running okay. Does need a pinch more on the high idle side, I think. A little more fuel, but it's running all right. Bring you up close. Ah! Come on. What the heck? Oh, come on. Alright, I gotta see if I got an adjustment screwdriver. Ain't one thing, it's another. Right, guys? Ay, 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 ay. Oh, excuse me. All right, guys and gals. So I said that I had new chains for the 545, and if you can see here on the package, the very last entry says 545 Mark II, which is my saw. It's the wrong chain. So we'll just be testing out the 455 Rancher today. See how we did with that repair. So I got a log laid out. It's marked. Wearing all my wonderful safety equipment. Let's get into it. Let's see if this old girl will start up. Might not be warm yet. Give it a second or no. All right, I got to see if I got an adjustment screwdriver. Ain't one thing, it's another, right guys? Whoa, sorry about that guys. Gals. Well, I couldn't find a little screwdriver to do the fine adjustments, but see what can be done here. Give that a try. Initial thoughts on that saw. It reminds me immensely of running a steel saw. It doesn't have the chain speed of a, you know, the 350 or the 545, but it's very torquey. You know, I leaned on it hard a couple of times. I think my rakers are too long. I think it'll cut faster after I touch them rakers up a little bit and give it another sharpen. Yeah, that's kind of what I think. I think the carburetor needs a little more adjustments here and there, and it'll be fine. It's gonna be a nice little saw. I don't think I can get enough performance out of it to say it'll touch a 545 or the 350. those saws are just phenomenal on the chain speed. And yeah, and I could not find a fine-tuning screwdriver, so next time we bring it out, I'll make sure to try to remember to bring that with me so I can put a little tune on it. And I think it'd be a great saw. The idle might have to go up just a little bit, maybe the low idle circuit played with just a little bit, and it needs more gas. It'll rev higher. I know it will. So I think next I'm gonna pick up all this wood. It'll be a thing. Throw it in the back of the truck. Might even sneak in some splitting in this video. Not sure why, but my splitting videos, people love them. Cutting, so maybe we'll try to do that. Throw in a bit of splitting here at the end, so stay tuned for that if we have camera or battery.